Sure. I mean, you know...
You never actually saw her die. You just saw her go down in a giant ball of flame.
But yes.
Doesn't look good for her.
That looks pretty dead. That looks pretty dead.
There's always a way back.
There's always a way back, but I'm sure there's always a way forward. Who knows?
I just want to see you wear that hat again. That hat was badass.
Yeah. Sure. I never say no to anything.
I'd love to see her team up with Thanos. That would be
good. Yeah. Molded into one. Think of the costume you could splice together between those two.
What kind of pairing do you think they'd make?
Not nice. Not nice. I don't.
You never know though. The kid of the two evils might turn out to be kind just as a rebellion.
You know, and I mean that's this because Kyle MacLachlan plays a terrifying bad warlock in this, and it's all about how magic can be used for good or for evil. And when someone hasn't processed their pain, their good magic can very quickly turn evil.
I like the way you brought it back.
Maybe Helen could Helen,
the
baddie. Helen is not a great. He's not a great name for a baddie. Helen. No, but Hela could maybe turn nice. I don't know.
Reconcile with Thor.
Maybe.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers 4. So during an interview with Cate Blanchett and Jack Black, when they were talking about The House with the Clock on its Walls, which debuted its world premiere in London last week, I believe it was, there was a very interesting interview with Fandom and obviously Hela, played by Cate Blanchett, when they asked her about Hela. Now, I played the video clip before this, and it's interesting because they said, well, you never actually saw her die. You just saw her go into a giant ball of flame. Then Blanchett said, that Hela looks pretty dead, but is open to a resurrection of sorts. She added, there's always a way back, but I'm pretty sure there's a way forward. Who knows? Sure, I never say no to anything. So it's interesting. So she said she would actually return, which is very interesting and very good, because Hela was such a cool character in, obviously, Thor 3 that didn't really get explored that much. She was kind of there and disappeared. So if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure to subscribe. I do Marvel videos all week long. So about a week ago, I made a theory saying that Hela is going to be in hell and Thor is going to go down there to ask her to help resurrect Loki, if Loki's in there, to help him get him out of hell, because they need Loki's help to take out Thanos. So this just kind of backs up the theory that she could actually return, and we don't know if she actually did shoot extensive scenes that didn't actually get put into Infinity War or Avengers 4, because they can secretly film anything whilst they are filming these movies. So what's interesting is most people seem to get confused and think that Hela is the MCU's version of Death. Now, I don't really think this is going to happen, because if this was going to happen, it would have happened already. So I don't think that's the route they are going to go down. But the fact that we are going to have time travel in this movie via the kind of quantum realm and time vortex, I could see there could be a way how she does return. The most interesting way for me would be that the theory is true, that Thor goes down to hell and she's obviously there, and that is how she returns. But what's more interesting is she would ask the question, asked if she would like to team up with Thanos, who falls in love with the goddess of death in the comics. Blanchett said certainly didn't say no. She said that would be good. However, she teased it would not be nice for the Avengers. Of course, one possibility is that Blanchett is playing coy and Hela will return in Avengers 4. So obviously, if she's contracted to be in the movie, she could actually be attending the reshoots in Atlanta. We don't know. She's obviously not allowed to say anything. So I think we could see her in Avengers 4. Realistically, I hope it happens because she's so cool. I think it's a character they could explore, because comic book logic says if you didn't see a dead body, you didn't see a dead body. We just seen Asgard blow up and that was it. Obviously, did she teleport? No, most likely not. But we didn't see a body. We've seen all those dead bodies floating in space just outside where Asgard was, but we didn't actually get to see a dead body, did we? So comic book logic says she's still alive. I would love to see her in Avengers 4. Would you guys want to see her team up with Thanos, and she could be like the MCU's version of Death? But I really hope they just keep her as Hela, because the heritage of the story that we learned in Thor 3 was kind of interesting, that Odin basically chucked her in hell, and as long as Odin was alive, she couldn't actually come out. But it would be interesting to see her come out and help Thor resurrect Loki and take out Thanos. But seeing as we've got people like Captain Marvel, etc., I can't really see Hela being key to defeating Thanos. But maybe she can manipulate Thanos into thinking that they are going to be together, or have a coy spin on the Death storyline. I mean, there has been certain hints there and here in the MCU, but I don't think Death will be a character that is explored at the moment, especially not with the Hela character. So guys, let me know in the comment box down below. Do you think Hela's going to return to help resurrect Loki, the fan favorite? Because it is true, Tom Hiddleston pretty much is everyone's fan favorite for the MCU. He's a villain, but everyone thinks he's an anti-hero. Everyone loves him. It would be cool if we could get more Hela and Loki scenes. I mean, they look like they're related. They look more related than Thor and obviously Loki do. I mean, there's lots of memes on Instagram comparing how Hela and obviously Loki look like they're related, and Thor and Loki don't look anything alike. Anyway guys, let me know in the comment box down below. Would you love to see Cate Blanchett's version of Hela reappear in the MCU, if not in Avengers 4 sometime in phase 4? That could be interesting if they did another Thor movie like Thor 4. She could like just be in hell, because if they're going to comic book accuracy, she would go to hell in theory. So guys, let me know everything you think down below, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.